Hi, I'm Diana with 222 Reviews, and today we're going to be going over our first shipment from Home Chef. Home Chef is a meal service that makes it really easy for you to prepare fresh and simple meals for your family without the hassle of going to the grocery store. We got our first shipment of 3 meals portioned for 2 adults each for about $60 shipped to our door. If you click the link below, then you can get $30 off of your first shipment. Our box arrived around 3 o'clock today from FedEx, and it's about 11 o'clock right now at the time of filming. We knew we wouldn't have time to get to the video, so we set our box out on the porch in 30-degree weather. So let's crack it open and see how things look inside. Okay, so we just brought our box in off of the porch where we've kept it all day. It's about 30 degrees outside, like I mentioned before, so everything still feels nice and cool on the outside, but let's open up and see how things are looking. Alright, so the first thing I noticed when I opened the box is what appears to be recipe cards. Nice high quality, they're thick cardstock and good photos with 3-hole punches so we can put them in a binder later on. The first one is for our New England style fish cakes, followed by the pork chops with cranberry and mostarda, and the chicken Diane. And there's some really good information on the bottom of each card that helps you identify when to make each recipe, as well as some of the information about it. So there's the amount of time that it'll take you to prepare the recipe, as well as how many days you have from the time that your box arrives to when you should be cooking this meal. Tells us the difficulty level and then whether or not the meal is spicy. So really nice, good quality cards. We have some really nice insulation in the box, and everything feels really nice and cool, so that's a good thing. Wedged in the side of the box here is my cookbook from Home Chef. So this is a 3-ring binder, I guess, to store your recipe cards in, and it has a welcome letter here as well. Next we have some bubble wrap, and then it looks like each one of our meals is individually packaged with all the ingredients to make that recipe. So the first one that I have here is for the New England style fish cakes. Everything looks really good and individually packaged and portioned for just what we need for the 2 adult servings that we're making. So it's got the romaine, lemon, mayonnaise, even panko breadcrumbs and herbs, just the right amount, so there's not going to be any waste. Next is the pork chop and cranberry mostarda. So I've got a really good looking potato there, Brussels sprouts. Looks like everything's in good shape. And then for the last meal, we have the chicken Diane. So you've got green beans and little bottles of Worcestershire and sherry. Everything looks really good. It even comes with the butter that we're gonna need to make our recipe, so you don't have to have your own butter. It does look like there's a small little drip there, but everything seems fine. So looks like sherry or Worcestershire sauce, just a drip or 2, but looks really good. So, and we have more bubble wrap and ice packs. They're frozen solids, so I think it would have been okay to sit outside or on the front porch all day if we had been at work when it came, so no concern there. Then our proteins are packaged in the bottom, so it looks like the fish for the New England fish cakes, frozen solid. We have our chicken breasts, also frozen solid, portioned out, ready to go. And then our pork chops, they look really good. These are not completely frozen solid, but still very nice and cold, so no concern as far as that goes either. There's a couple more ice packs in the bottom, which are also frozen solid. So overall, everything seems like a really good temperature. Happy with how everything is packaged, and it all looks good. So let's start cooking our first recipe.
We went ahead and laid out the produce and meats to give you an idea of what everything looks like. We were a little bit worried about the tomato, being wintertime and all, but it turned out great. The lemon was super juicy, which was a big surprise. We actually got more lemon juice out of it than we needed. Again, everything is included in the Home Chef box except for salt, pepper, olive oil, and equipment. Prep time took us about 10 minutes, and we were really happy with the produce. The romaine was nice and fresh, the shallots had a nice strong smell, and the tomatoes were great for January tomatoes. Next, we prepped the tilapia fillets with our own olive oil, salt, and pepper and preheated our oven to 450 degrees. The tilapia fillets were really thick and substantial. Normally, if we go to the grocery and buy tilapia, we get thin cuts that fall apart as soon as you touch them. Overall, we are really happy with how things came together. The flavors were good and the portion size was appropriate for the two of us. It was really easy to prepare, and we tried a new dish that we wouldn't likely have made on our own, which is one of the favorite aspects of the meal subscription service.
Overall, we had a really great experience with our first Home Chef delivery. The second two meals cooked up just as nicely as the first one did. We had leftovers with our pork chop entree, which was great, and when we cooked our chicken dinner, a friend stopped by and we were able to stretch that meal into 3 portions with no problems at all. Some of our favorite aspects of this delivery service are the fact that you get to choose which day your box is delivered. This means your food's going to be fresh and ready to go when you are. Also, you can choose which entrees that you would like to have delivered. There's about 12 different options, including a breakfast, as well as smoothies and fruit you can add to your box as well. We'll definitely be ordering another Home Chef box, and you can get one too by clicking the link below, which gives you $30 off your first order. If you'd like to see more reviews, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.